Hi guys, it's Tasha. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the crib. For my returning positive supporters and subscribers, welcome back. Come on in and get comfortable. Guys, today I'm going to be using or attempting to use a couple of dies. And here they are. These are the keychain ones. This die, I think these both came from Alina Crafts. This one is just one piece. And then I got this one, which is several pieces. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one has 8 pieces, including butterflies, 2 butterflies, and 2 butterfly bodies. And then it cuts out extra little pieces. So there it is. Now, I went back and looked at Scrap Diva's video on this particular die set. Let me move this one out the way. On this one. And she said, well, you cut out 2 and then it has a perforation here and you bend it and you glue it. And for me, if you have paper with a perforation, to me that's just, you know, a ticking time bomb. So I say, well, I don't know if I like that, you know, because if you tear it and it's just paper, I mean, you got a perforation and it's just paper, it's going to tear sooner or later, and probably more sooner than later. So I actually am glad I got this one, which doesn't have that at all. It does have these holes in it, but that's like stitching or something like that, make it look like a stitching. So I was thinking maybe I can use this one as a base and then use these as pieces to turn it into a shaker. And at some point in time, if I get the chance, I will probably get something and file those down so that it doesn't perforate the paper. And another thing too, I was just thinking that, you know, this is paper, and again, like I was thinking, it's going to tear sooner or later, so why not back it with some CAMVATE? And the place that I get my CAMVATE, the cheapest, is I get free CAMVATE from the post office. Okay, so I'm going to be using this. I'm just going to pull it apart right here at this right here, because you can't tear it. Just in case those of you who don't know, CAMVATE itself doesn't tear. You can cut it, but it will not just up and tear. And I've never used these dies before. This will be my first time, and my cutting is horrendous right now, but we're going to make it happen. And I bought these foam sheets from Dollar Tree to try and build up the body of it so that we can turn this into a shaker. So give me a second. I'm going to pull my die cutting machine out and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I had a few issues, but we're going to get to it. We're going to get into it. Let me plug this other lamp up. Okay. Now, okay. With this die right here, you got 4 pieces that makes the base of the base of the keychain. Okay. You got this, which is the base, and then this is the piece that makes the top layer. This is the piece that makes the layers that you have to use on the inside. Let me see. Okay, let's do it this way. This is the base piece. These are 2 layering pieces, and this is the centerpiece that cuts the holes out. Okay, let's do it that way. Now, my issue with this is that, to me, once you do the perforation, see right there, you've already torn the paper. So unless there is some way, in my opinion, to reinforce that, this is just waiting to happen to tear up. I mean, that's just my opinion. Especially if you're actually going to use it on something. And I'm assuming it may be meant to not be handled as a real keychain, but I don't know. Because, okay, here's this piece right here. And if you notice right there, it's already torn. You can see that's where the perforation is. That's why you see the white right there, because it's already torn. So it's all, what's the word? It has already been compromised. Okay, its integrity. So what I decided to do was to not cut 2 pieces for this, but to just cut 1 piece and fold the line and not put it all the way to the cut line, just right up under the cut line, which is what I did with this piece right here. And to alleviate this part right here where the perforation is, or to help sturdy that up, I went to the post office and got some of the envelopes, the Tyvek envelopes, and I just cut it out the same way and adhered it to the back of this piece. And as we all know, Tyvek, you can't tear. Let me find another old piece down here. Thought I had some extra. Yeah, here's one right here. So this is a piece, and you can't tear this stuff. It does not tear. Period. It don't tear. You can cut it, you can punch holes in it, but it won't tear. So that's why I'm hoping that when I put that Tyvek back here, that it won't tear. Or it won't tear as easily. And so this is the first one I did. And like I said, I don't like this paper. I was just using this as it's not even a real markup. It's just for me to test. And that little piece right there is some paper that I had left over from a self-laminating sheet. I didn't use the hard, thicker piece. I was just using the sticky pieces. So that's what I have for that. So now I have the other one. Where is the other one? Here it is. Now this one I can get down with a little bit better, even though it does have these holes in it. And I think those are for stitching if you're going to stitch it, but it doesn't perforate the paper. It just punches holes in it, which probably may be as bad. Don't have me lie to you, but I don't know. So I did the same thing. I got the main sheet and I got this thing right here. So I'm going to put these together, and then we're going to see about actually marrying these pieces here, using these pieces to make this into a shaker. So hold on, let me get it together. Okay, so right now I've used this art glitter glue, and I hope it'll work for this project. I was wondering if it would dry and then separate or whatever, but I used this art glitter glue to get this on. So, and I have some extra pieces over here. And so this is one of the circles that I did as a, to layer like this. And I actually need to just use the foam to do that. So what I'm gonna do is let me go off camera and cut some of these pieces out, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got the base of the keychain, which was cut using this die, and here it is right here with the Tyvek already attached. I used these 3 rings from the first keychain die, and these 3 rings to me are interesting, and the reason why I say that is because they don't cut out the window like I thought that they were supposed to. Okay, this ring right here cuts out this. Let me find a piece. Here we go. Not that one. This. So this ring cuts out a full piece like this. In order to get this hole here, you have to use the smaller ring. Okay? And this ring also cuts out the piece like this. In order to get this part so that you can layer to build up your space for your shaker bits. You have to use this ring plus this ring, like this. So this is what I'm going to use as my little shaker bit holder, I guess that's what you can call it. So let me move these out of the way right quick. I also cut out this right here, which was cut using this ring without the hole, so I could cut out my pane. And this right here is just some leftover acetate from another project. So I'm gonna put this together, and I got these 3 keychains right here, and they're just from Aliexpress, or like really gold one, a soft gold one, and then that's supposed to be a rose gold. And I'm just going to use this one because these things are not going to stay. I'm going to cut out everything and throw these things away once I'm done, and I may feel like making them cute. I don't know. So I was wondering how to see, where is it? This one of these had the thing in it to hold it open, but that's okay. And I could put it on now or put it on later, I guess. Let's see if I can get it on now. Let's see what happens. Alright, so I got this on, and I think I'm just, let's do it right here. I think I'm just gonna glue down to like right here, so that will get at some wiggle room. So I'm just gonna glue right here down. And I hope I'm using enough, or maybe I probably need a different type of glue. I'm gonna glue close to the edge, even though I'm missing a lot of it. Close to the edge here, and all up in here. Okay, I'm gonna close this down. Try to get it on here as straight as possible. Put this on here. And there's still a piece of paper locked in there. Let me see if it'll come out. Well, that might have been some glue. I don't know. Nope, that was a piece of paper. But I got it, so it's all good. So now this is what we have. Now we have this base done, and I'm going to use these to put this on. I have my clear window here, and then I have the piece that goes on top. So, I wish I could find my other things that had this art glitter glue on. This little sucker, let me take that off. I'm probably going to regret taking that little fine point off. But let's just get this on around here, like so. I'm just going to get this down. Try to get it as even as possible. Like on both sides. Let's see what we're looking like at the back. Yeah, it's not too shabby at the back. See? So just, let me turn this open and I'm just going to mash. There we go. And now I'm going to put a little bit of goodness in here, and it's just some. One of my cases, this one, fell over, or I knocked some of the stuff out. Well, like a lot of it, but anyway, and it's just a little mix that's in here, and it's just for this video. So I'm just gonna drop some pieces in there because after this video, I'm gonna take these out, and I can show you the mix up close. It's really just a mixture of stuff that fell out, and I just never put it back together again. That's all. So I think that'll do it. Hopefully won't nothing stick to something that it ain't supposed to. Okay, here's my little window. We're gonna get this window on here. This is probably where I need to put that little thing back on. But we're gonna work it out like we got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Make sure ain't nothing stuck on here. We're gonna put that down. And because it was cut from the same die as the little build-up pieces or the layering pieces were, it fits on there perfectly. And I'm just mashing down. And you can see it right there. I'm just mashing it. And then I'm going to use this piece to cover that up. Let me put the little fine point tip thing back on here. And let me see if I can get this on here. Let me get this a little bit off. Okay. Try to get this on here right there. Okay, we'll get this piece on. Now, my understanding is art glitter glue dries clear. So we're gonna hope that this dries clear like it's supposed to. And if I can see, get this back in there. Okay, there we go. And as you can see, ooh, you may be able to see the art glitter glue through the little butterflies here. But we're gonna let that dry while I talk about these dies for a second. And like I said, this was just my first attempt at using these dies and making a shaker thing, because Scrap Diva 29 makes it seem so easy, and hers are so gorgeous. She and I think her name is Crafty Cakes. I love those two ladies. They're gonna keep me broke watching their videos. And yeah, first thing, you know, they say, oh, this die and it's so cute, and they show the project and I go into Aliexpress and order it. But anyway, my final thoughts on this thing right here. It's cute, which is this thing right here. This is, like I said, this was my first attempt. But there's just so much to do, and I don't know if anybody did a tutorial on how to use this or not. They just showed the finished product. But you have to cut this first. Well, let's do this. The first bad part about this die to me is this perforation right here. That is totally not needed. But it's there, so you can't do much about it unless you get a file or something and file those away, which is what I may do. But you have your base piece. You have to cut one of these. Or actually, if you do it like Scrap Diva said, you cut two. You actually cut two. But I folded my paper and put the folder in right under the cut line, so I only cut one. Then you take these. This is your layering piece, right? So you have to use this piece and this piece to cut out this, so that you can put this on the base piece and then build this up so you can have space for your shaker bits. And then after that, you have to cut, well, you use this piece alone to cut out your window out of your acetate or whatever clear material that you're using. And then to cut your topper, you have to have this piece and again this piece to cut out your topper. Now I guess if you're in a rhythm, you could probably make that work and it'll probably be cute. But that's just a bit much for me. I like the die itself. That's my son's phone. I like the end product, but all of that is not what I was expecting. I was expecting you to be able to cut out, you know, what all the pieces that you needed without having to go back or double up on pieces, double cut pieces. But it may be I'm feeling that way because I was hoping to use this in the craft fair, but this is too tedious. This is way too tedious for me to use as a craft fair, and then to sell them at a price that I think would be fair. Because if I had to sell these at a craft fair, for the time that I spent, I mean, just the time alone would probably be about $5 each. So this is not something that I would make to sell at the craft fair. So, but anyway, what's that? Where's the other one? Let's see now. See, that's one thing I had. I got so much stuff up here. Now this one would probably be a better option because you just cut this once, and this is the only thing that you have. You can cut this once and then put any extra stuff that you want on the outside. So you would just fold it like so, and then decorate this part. Now that I could see maybe $2, but this work right here, no ma'am. But I do like the die. I really do like this set, but just not for the craft fair. If I were doing like friend mail or having a swap, this would be my go-to die. But I do love the fact that you can interchange these pieces. You can use these pieces with this die, and you don't have to worry about this perforation or cutting two of these pieces. So again, this is the first one. That's this one with the perforation, and you're supposed to cut two, which here they are. And as you can see, the paper is perforated, and to me it's already torn, so there's no point. I backed both of them with Tyvek, because we all know you can't tear. Tyvek doesn't tear. It will come up now. Don't get it twisted. Once you put on that paper, and if it don't, you don't put enough adhesive, it will come up. Okay? But it ain't gonna tear. Okay, so that one's that one. But all in all, actually I do like it. I don't have any problems or complaints about it, as far as, you know, like I say, using it for friend mail or some special, you know, you take time out and you do it, and that's cool. But like I say, as a craft fair item, no, not gonna happen. So guys, that is it. This is my try my die day, I guess. Try my die day. There we go. So I tried 2 dies today. What's today anyway? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Whatever today is. What I'll probably do is take this day and call it my try my dies, or try my die day. And then, because I got a crap ton of dies that I have not used at all. At all. So today was my official first try my die day, okay? So guys, that is it. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this oh my god video, because it is not the best. I'm all over the place. If you haven't, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, all your comments are truly appreciated. Come back anytime, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye, little bugs.